What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Player Union Game Store here in Portland, Oregon. We're here to build $25 pre-modern decks. No other restriction than the pre-modern ban list and what they have available in the store. Should be a ton of fun, so let's get to it.
Hi all, my name's TK, and big things that I love about Premodern are revisiting old deck archetypes with modern sensibilities. You know, looking at Machine Head, or most recently Dump Truck is one that's showed up in the format, or even just Elves, and looking at, do they need more card draw? Do they need more interaction? Do they need things that the first versions of the deck 20 plus years ago never even thought about? And also looking at cards that never saw play in the past, and now we find new homes for them after, years of thinking on them. For being a closed format, it is far from solved, and I'm really excited to just see what else there is to deck build with.
Hey guys, for those of you that don't know, my name is Andrew, aka Heavy Play. I do run the channel, but I'm also doing the deck building challenge because, well, it was kind of my idea. So the thing I like about Premodern most is the community, and I know a lot of people say that, but it truly is the best part. Being able to play with a laid-back group of people who are roughly around my own age, have experienced a lot of the same ups and downs that Magic has had over the years, and just love playing the game to the point that they're still doing it now is amazing. That is the best part, and that's what I'm hoping to capture with this deck building, is the love of not only just Premodern, but the love of classic Magic.
Hey, I'm Mose. I am a TO here for Premodern. What I love most about Premodern, I'm going to go with two things. Immunity from power creep, I love, and it's a very healthy meta compared to any other format that I've ever played. We have tons of Tier 1 decks, even more Tier 2 decks. You'll never see the same top 8, and it's very unusual for more than one deck to be in a top 8 in Premodern, which I just love.
Hi, my name's Jerry. I got into Premodern a couple years ago. I was told that I could play with all of the old cards that I used to know and love, and so that was a big selling point to me initially getting into it. But I think the thing that's kept me coming back to the format has been the community, and I know that that's like a common thing for people to say, but I couldn't ask for a sweeter group of Magic players to play with. It's just been a blast attending the monthly meetups that we have here every month, and it's just been fantastic. Love it.
My strategy coming in was, let's figure out our mana first. We need to be able to fix our mana because the defining characteristic of Premodern is we have terrible mana. So I wanted to see what dual lands and lair lands can I get my hands on. So I started with Dominaria Remastered to see if I could find some lair lands, and I came up on a whole bunch. Found a bunch of Savannah Lions for dirt cheap from Dominaria Remastered. Found some Battle Screeches, seemed pretty fun. Found some Pacifisms, easy. I got really excited about the red-green stuff that I found, especially, where are ya? This is what I think made me think, I gotta play red. Avarax. 4 Avarax. I think that's my plan, going with Avarax. There's not a lot of ways to get card advantage, I think, in this format, especially in red and green. So I'm hoping that I can just chain Avaraxes for the win.
Partway through the deck building process, I did kind of backwards, and I started at the rares and kind of was trying to figure out if I could get pointed in a direction based off of that. Found some Guilt Feeders and 2 Vindicates, so now I'm looking for full playset of Pacifism, trying to look more towards like black and white mid-range, maybe even black and white, kind of control-esque. Could be actually playable here.
Okay, so I came in with very different ideas from what I ended up doing, but I ended up kind of just going with a sort of gruel, creature pumpy aggro kind of strategy. So we got a playset of Werebear, which is a card that I really, really like. I've got a playset of Wild Dogs, which is another card I really dig. We got some Giant Growths. We got the big spender, Rancor, which I'm super excited to play. And then other than that, yeah, we've got some just cheap, efficient creatures, burn spells, and pump spells, and it looks like that's what we're going to be doing. So.
All right, so I went in here with several plans, none of which panned out. So we are in full-on panic mode. I have good black cards, I have good white cards and green cards, I have good red cards, and I have some like random multicolored jank. So I'm trying to patch them together. I'm not sure where we're going to end up. I really need to find a couple more good like top-end threats for any of this to make any sense. So we're not in a good spot right now, but I'm hoping I can get there.
Hi all, TK checking in here. I've kind of landed on black, white, inspired by Machine Head, big flyers, going from there. Found 2 Vindicates. That was really the big thing, kind of leading me this way. Currently deciding on whether or not I want to actually put Shadow Creatures in the deck as well. Trying to decide between 2 main deck ideas. We've got quite a lot of Duresses here. We've got playset of Duress, playset of Gerard's Verdict for a discard package as well. It's kind of just figuring out the budget of things, figuring out what cards are actually making in the deck, and then from there, kind of the theme of, are we going more discard mid-range? Are we going more shadow, quick, just kill people fast? So,
All right, so don't think I'm going to play Avarax. I found enough other good stuff where I don't think I'm going to go that route. But I'm definitely playing red-green, going back to my roots. Fires Yevmaya was kind of the first deck that I played in any kind of Type 2 tournament. Got a bunch of Flame Tongue Kavus, a bunch of burn, some creatures. The plan is to just burn their guys and crash in with my dudes. Found some gold-bordered Masticores, some gold-bordered Cursed Scrolls. Found a bunch of Mishra's Factories that I'm going to make use of. I'm pretty excited.
Okay, we figured it out. Elves. Now, it's not your traditional mono green, just go fast, make tons of mana elves. Instead, it's green-white, make tons of mana, and play something big out, or potentially overrun the board. Those are my 2 win cons right now. I haven't decided how much we're going to go into each, but I did find some Land War Elves. I found some Priest of Titania. Thank you, MH3. I also found some Wirewood Symbiotes. Again, thank you, MH3. Yeah, the plan is play lots of little green dudes, make something big happen, and I think it's coming together slowly but surely. I'm glad because I was all over the place, and I think this is a good spot to be in.
Not a whole lot has changed from my deck. Still doing the red-green sort of creature pumpy aggro strategy. Picked up some copies of Muscle Burst. Picked up some copies of Lightning Bolt, which is very, very cool. And then I got some copies of Fireball. Is Fireball Premodern-legal? Either Fireball or Disintegrate to like a big X-Spell to kind of deal with some like bigger creatures. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to pare down. I was way under budget though when I did a check like 10 minutes ago. So we're looking good. I think we're getting close.
All right, we did it. We have decks together. Again, a huge thanks to Players Union Games for having us. This was a ton of fun. We're going to cut to the studio, and we're going to see how these decks play out.
Well, actually, we're going to be going to the studio in the next video. I've actually decided to make this a 5-part series. Round 1 will actually be coming out tomorrow on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. This was a huge undertaking of a project. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was a ton of fun to do, and I know you guys want to see the decks that we built, so I'm actually going to display these on screen right now. And while we're going through these and showing you how much each one costs, I do want to do a quick shout out to all my Patreon members. If you're not a member of the Patreon, consider joining. I would not have been able to do this video without your guys' support. Honestly, just one of the main reasons I'm able to do interesting stuff like this, in addition to continuing to do weekly tournament coverage. As you can see, there's a ton of great decks coming up. We had a lot of fun, a lot of challenges too, finding cards to build these decks. So I hope you guys are very excited to see them play out on the channel. Or if you're catching this at a later date, you'll see the next video in the title cards, and I'll see you then.